Alright, y'all. I did the best I could to get this sorted out. If the Wi-Fi thing pops up again, we might have to pick up where we left off the next time, because I've done this 3 times now, and hopefully that we'll be able to do something. So I'm not going to waste any time in that. This is where we left off, and we're going to make it clear. Alright, let's do this. Okay.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
No, that's wrong. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
Then put in auto mode.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on! I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I need to prove that. Oh, moment of truth. Go ahead. Moment of truth. Come on. I think I narrowed the moment of truth down, y'all. So hopefully it'll work.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything!
Okay, I was about to like, oh crap.
How can you say—
This should prove it.
Alright. I was like, oh, I messed with a little bit, but I still got it. Okay.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
Exactly.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean the Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko's murdered someone that...
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me, and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
But...
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all, and as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Say what?
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
The tarp. The tarp. Be that.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
Okay.
The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that.
But the blood was wet.
Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
Right.
The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
There's no blood on it.
This proves
The
that
blood
the
was still
killer
wet.
used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
The blood was so wet, though.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like I'm the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. The tarp. If it was used like Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? That's what I'm saying. But the body.
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
Why is she coming after me like this? I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations to do something. Everyone's gonna think that I'm the killer out of shooting, Kyoko said. The body was wet. The blood was wet. So don't you think that the body, like the blood would have touched the tarp too?
By covering the body with the tarp,
No.
the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Dang it, it was that one. I was trying to get out the way, okay.
By covering the body, the killer prevents.
So the reason that is because the spring,
But the underside, it was totally...
it's because that side, since it was facing,
Of course it didn't get dirty.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Speak on it.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right?
Right.
Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's
So,
blood?
basically like
Where
what
would they
Hofumi
get
did?
something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No. That's not what happened this time.
Oh?
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
They got blood from right there in the garden, right? Which must mean... I'm confused. No, oh, my bad, my bad.
Shoot!
My bad. I got all these hearts. I could try something. Okay. I was like, even though I failed, it's alright. No, I don't know. Hold on, let me think this good. They got blood from right there in the garden, right? Which must mean...
I got it!
The chicken?
Could it have been chicken blood?
Oh.
What? Chicken blood?
When
One
I
that was
checked the chicken
missing.
coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
Oh wow, I didn't think of that.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Why?
Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
You know, you're not making anything better.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
Exactly.
The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Wait, whoa, huh?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit,
Girl!
Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Aw, man. And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Wait, what? During the trial?
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
super serious, man. Which one of them did it?
Not me!
Why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh, shut up.
Oh,
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No.
no, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Oh, it comes back on me! Not that we have to knife her, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toka keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. What do we do? Why don't we hang it onto a Makoto? Me?
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed.
Aw,
The knife we
man.
found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Oh, shut up with your percentages. Considering everything up to now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Oh man, this is like basically the first trial. Well, came to Sayaka. What the heck?
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question.
No.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man.
Man, you are, Makoto.
I think I know what I'm supposed to connect this with.
The knife we found lodged in the...
It's the same one.
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that, that seals it. Just because I had that automatic...
Well, getting stabbed is what...
No, that's wrong.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it. In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot. No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition the body was written. Wait, the exact condition the body was written down for everyone else to see. Was it the Monokuma file?
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Stupid.
Then the knife...
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her.
Her hair's like a...
It was all the killer's
brunette or
attempt to
blonde
destroy
hair?
all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's
Okay.
the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like...
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
Exactly.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle causing atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Nobody want to hear you. Nobody want to hear you.
You're dumb. But even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
There's only one explanation I could think of the explosion. China. I was thinking like the Monokuma bomb, but hold on.
I got it!
There we go.
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh, that was part of a bomb.
Oh.
Okay.
Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Anyway,
okay, so I was
the
right.
culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
Exactly.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Alright, let's do it. Oh, just that one? Okay.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Okay.
Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Wait.
Shoot!
What?
Then, shall we continue the debate?
The victim's fatal...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
No.
Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Oh. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm just throwing things.
Then
That's
shall
all
we
I'm doing.
continue? The victim's fatal...
The explosion didn't kill...
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't... Then...
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
So that's the end of it, okay. F was cover up and all the other ones.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
No? Okay. Alright, let me take a look at that Monokuma thing. Due to the explosion, the victim identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife, which is completely through the body. They also been struck in the head with the object. Oh, okay. With a metal pipe. The body was discovered with other wounds But these were these. Okay.
And shall we continue the debate?
Yes.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
Alright.
Then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
I didn't mean to press that, but okay. Alright.
Then
Shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
No? What is it?
Shoot!
What am I missing?
Then
Shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury.
Has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well,
Yeah. She was already totally dead when...
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other.
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta be it. There was
and more than that,
the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
No.
Then
Right?
shall we
Wait.
continue the debate?
I didn't mean to press that. Oh my god. Let me take a look at this again. The victim hadn't spent a single time with a knife, which means... Okay. My body was... But the body was covered with other wounds. Okay.
the victim's fatal
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And
Is it because of Byakuya?
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim
Had suffered countless wounds
Across her entire body.
It's not it. Okay.
Shoot!
Okay, so it's not that. Okay.
Then
Oh
shall
my god, no, I
we
tried it, but I was like,
fatal
what is it?
injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill
I'm
her
getting
for sure.
sick of this.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the knife. Then there's only one other.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
There was evidence that showed she was
Hit on the back of her head.
Must
And
have
more
like a
than that,
flashback.
the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
No, okay. I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry.
Shoot!
I know you. I know.
Then shall we continue the
Debate. The victim's
fatal injury has yet...
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
There was evidence that
Showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
the victim had suffered countless wounds
I'm
across her
like,
entire.
I'm still like on Hero
Then
though.
shall we continue? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't. Then.
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta be it.
there was evidence
That showed she was hit on the back of her head.
No. I'm like, what?
Shoot!
I'm gonna fail again, but it's okay.
then shall we continue the debate?
Debate. The victim's fatal
injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't
I'm
kill
getting
her for
sick of
sure.
this.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't. Then.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
Okay,
body.
the knife was a cover up, but all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh, which only leaves.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's
Fatal injury has yet
to be determined, correct?
The explosion
okay.
didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't. Then.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire. Then shall we continue?
The victim's
fatal injury has
yet to be determined, correct?
I don't even know. Is this like a flashback moment? Because I shoot that in everything.
Shoot!
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury.
Let me take a look at Monokuma's thing one more time. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim happened stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. Also had been struck in the head with an object around as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these wounds, okay.
injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Dang.
Well,
I think
yeah.
Byakuya was someone else.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. And more than that, the victim had suffered countless
Okay,
wounds across her
I'm
entire
understanding.
body.
So maybe Byakuya to Hiro?
Then, shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't then.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot!
Not dead yet. I'm about to be.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was—
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
I don't even know. Just give me the fail.
Shoot!
Just give me that. Just give me that fail. Yep. Just fast forward it all. We're gonna try it again.
I refuse to give up yet!
We gotta wait for all my hearts to go back up. Look at all those hearts I wasted. Like what? Okay, I'm stop. I'm so like I said, I was confused at this trial to
Then
begin
shall we
with, so I'm
continue the
trying to
debate?
put pieces together.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The
Right,
explosion didn't kill her for sure.
right.
I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be it. And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire. Then, shall we continue? The victim's fatal injury has.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well,
Is
yeah.
it a knife?
It wasn't because of the knife, right?
I don't even know.
Shoot!
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her
Is it Hiro
entire
to
body.
Byakuya?
Then, shall we continue? The victim's fatal.
I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to put
yeah.
things together.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was hit.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire. Then, shall we continue? The victim's
Fatal injury has
Okay, there we go.
No, that's wrong!
I was like, wait, let me reverse it and see what that would do.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh! I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground,
Can we
and
stop fighting?
spit on it.
I feel the same way!
Byakuya,
Looks like
cut
we're on
this
the same
argument.
page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
Please get to the point.
We already know? I knew we could count on you.
So what was
shut
it?
up.
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk Matt?
I'm not
Shut up.
talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hima for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon, one more secret. The duct tape. I think this one, the tape, that one I can say for sure that that's the bullet and I need to find it where.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, 'cause in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Just by hearing her saying that, I already knew.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
Shut up, Byakuya. Let me hear him out.
It's not that I want to defend her. It's just there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko, She killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know?
What? Bianca should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Oh, Bianca, you slipping up again? Oh no, if you be my baby, you can't slip up like this.
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
Keep being triggered like the Sakura.
I'm not
that
the
Sakura
killer.
chick.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
Sometimes.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
The key. Right.
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
I'm not the. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated you said I hid and then left
The locker key in my own room.
Correct?
Oh wait, no. Switch it.
Those words
Get
you just...
Kyoko to
exactly.
Byakuya.
I'm not the. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
There's proof that you... Is that what you're...
You stated you said I hid
And then left the locker key in my own room.
Exactly.
correct, but could I really have done that?
Ooh, hold on.
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly. I'm not the.
You should understand that more than anyone.
Byakuya,
What are you...
Master would never hide
Can't
something
hide
from me.
it. We all witnessed
There's
it.
proof that you aren't the culprit.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
You took her keys.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Why not?
Because
Because
Bianca
she
took
had
her
given
keys.
her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant.
Look at you, shook
And if I had
again.
the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself.
Exactly.
Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was one clear contradiction. She has the Monokuma key. But this isn't like her. Try to save herself was okay. Does this really feel like that threat because she's a killer? Or is it something else? What's the something deeper mean they hit? Oh my god. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will be still hidden forever. But that's why I can't let that happen. Okay, so this is a trap that the mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko, but what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I? The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. Well, who can I trust? Who am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid attention, yes, I know. What do? I had to decide right here whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I heard, and I quote, that there was a good ending and a bad ending. Of course, the good ending is going to be, oh, yeah, at the ending. But what's the bad ending? Does Kyoko die? Oh, jeez. I want to see what the bad ending looks like and then get to the good ending. That's my mindset. If I get to the bad ending, I'm guessing I'm supposed to preserve the lie. If I do the good ending, I'm supposed to let her get away with it. But is she really the killer? Is she really the killer? Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's pursue the lie. Let's see what would that do.
There was a lie hidden within.
A lie?
Oh my
Isn't
god.
that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko is definitely lying, and that's because there's some the key. She has some Monokuma key. Alright, so let's see what this is gonna go down.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
Right.
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
That's a lie. That's a lie right
How
there.
else could the
Someone other than me must have put it there.
That's a lie right there.
I didn't have because I'd given it. There's no doubt.
You are correct.
So I couldn't.
Possibly have gotten into my room.
That's a lie right
No,
there.
it's wrong.
Baby girl.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room. You said so yourself. Didn't you, Kyoko?
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret too, which can open any. Yep.
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap. And I wasn't able to escape it, so I lost. That's all this means.
Huh? Then, are you saying...
I knew she didn't do
really
it, but I kind of want to know what the bad
Kyoko,
ending was.
You really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is
Wait a minute.
all over.
Wait a minute.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and
What?
time ran out.
Wait, what?
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
What?
But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Did he rig this? When was there any time limit in any trial? What? We never had any time limit. But also, I can already tell this is also rigged because if I remember correctly, good job, you got it right. No, I don't think it's Kyoko at all. But the reason why I think it's not Kyoko as well is because that we always had a closing argument, a closing case with the comic books. There wasn't any. This is a rigged. We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko? No, I don't think she is the killer. So I'm guessing this is like, what is happening? Kyoko?
Now then, I've prepared. Let's give it everything we've got.
He said,
It's
forget the
punishment time!
explanation. He said, forget the explanation. Kyoko. Baby girl. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Oh God. Something stop this now. Something stop this now. Woo. Girl. Oh God. Oh, Kyoko. It's not her. It's not her. I know it's not her. Okay. Look at her turning purple. I understand why. Girl, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So that's it. That's it. And that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikisawa came to an end. I still have to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent or, regardless, the truth was lost forever, even for me. I just started thinking about it. What was the end of Mukuro's class trial? In the end, it will prove to our last class trial. Once the case was over, there was never a single murder at Hole's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for our lives of all the others. Wait, you stayed inside of school? What is wrong with you? Oh! Oh no! What am I seeing? Hold on, hold it, hold it, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What am I seeing right now? I see Byakuya. Togo died? How did Togo die? What is going on? Why isn't there me? With little me? What? Hina! Hero's 30% was correct. With the hero ball. Oh God. Hina, no. No, sweetheart. No, 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 no. No. What is this? Hina, you're the mother of all of us three? But hold on, but I'm trying to figure out Toko too. No, no. How did Toko died? If Hina is the mother of Makoto and Hiro, who's Byakuya's kid? Because Hiro said, and I quote, that it was just those two. Byakuya, I know you didn't. With Toko? I was about to be sick. My heart was pounding, y'all.
Makoto, why are you staring off into space?
So that's the
Don't you have
ending?
a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Okay. I know what to do. I know what to do. Forget all that conversation. Let it go. Let it go. I made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. I should have believed you in the first place, girl. There's no way she would have killed somebody. There has to be something secret, something that there was a mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
So you playing on me?
What? It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Yeah.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
It's still rigged!
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
It's still rigged!
Time's up?
What do you mean time's up?
Makoto's
There's no
even
time's up.
shook.
Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Who they voting? Who are they voting? That was the real trial? I better get an A in this. What's the voting?
Now, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong?
Hey,
Look how
What's
frightened
it gonna
he
be?
is.
What's it gonna be?
Me? I'm the culprit? No! What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. What? It's all your fault. What? What? Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job. Good job. You got it right. No, they didn't. No, that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense. How? It's the same as always. It's just like any like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end the same way. It's still rigged because you said Kyoko was right. Now you said I'm right.
Chills! Kills!
It's not for your heart pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I? Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Me? Me? What punishment am I getting? The same punishment? The one that Kyoko did? Oh God. Oh God, please stop this. Something has to stop. Something has to stop. Please. Please. After this trial, y'all, after we get to a certain point, I'm gonna leave it as a cliffhanger, I swear, man. Why is this happening to me? 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 I don't recall. I don't want to see Makoto get squished. After school lessons. Oh God. Oh God. My feet. I'm shaking. Oh my God. He's turning purple. He's turning purple. Chihiro! Stop this nonsense. Stop it. Stop it, please. Stop it, please. Yeah. You're okay, Makoto. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Wait a minute, so you couldn't do that for Kyoko? You couldn't do that for Kyoko? That's just messed up. Hit Barakuma's like, I know you lying. What is this? What's going on? Hey, what's that? Yeah, it had to be.
This
Alter
is...
ego? Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Dang it! I don't believe all this.
It would seem...
I believe you finally made a miscalculation. No, you can't miscalculate. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
In other words...
What I'm saying is you should have underestimated us. What are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an inch. The stupid virus is gone now. Got it? So is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get it to smash it flat, but you never gonna see him again. To waste away in the garbage or some strewn pit in the way that is even better punishment, special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? What the heck is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words...
Now it's the masterminds that ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Why am I hearing music like it's free time? I'm in the pit. It's at the school stay inside the center of the entire world. Wait, what? What are we doing? What are we doing? Who's Peak Academy? Did I press a button to go back to the beginning? What is this? It brings the top students from every field imaginable. What? They said that you come here, master. Yeah, I know. We're trying to years of tradition sends to the cream of the crop at work fence every year. It was supposed to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Host Peak a pretty fitting name. What is going on? There are two things you need to attend to the school. One, you had to be attending high school, and you got to be best at what you do. No ordinary student could roll here. The only way is if you scout it by yourself. What is going on? And standing with the gate of the ultimate school, filled with the ultimate students, was me. What is going on? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of the hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It would be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of something boring, class or whatever, but what was I doing sleeping here just now? It wasn't any classroom I've been in before. What the heck is going on? I'm trying to figure that out too. Why am I in the beginning? Finally, I could finally feel my head and the body parts start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this another dream? A dream inside of a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I couldn't tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful. Am I in a trash chute? What an awful smell. I was in vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piling high all across the area. This must have been some kind of underground garbage pit. That's what I'm trying to figure out. A heck of a situation to find myself in, but that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there until I was wasted away and die? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, a pursuit of survival began. First, it was out to start looking for a way out of here. Okay. We're gonna hold off right there. We're gonna hold off right there because I am so shook of what happened with the bad ending, and what I just seen with HIRO'S 30% chance becoming real, kinda. And now I'm in the pit. I didn't get squished, and your hero saved me. God bless you, sweetheart. But anyway, I'm gonna stop it right here before my head starts spinning. I'm so confused, but we will continue this game. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you guys liked it. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, and I'll be on here whenever I am available again. Y'all have a blessed day.